The holographic display flickered in the observation deck of the Defiant Spirit, casting blue light across Dani's face as she watched the Galactic Council's vote tally climb. Beside her, Jasper's jaw tightened with each new number that appeared. 347 to 12, Dani murmured, her fingers drumming against the railing. They're actually doing it. Of course they are, Jasper replied, his voice flat. We're too violent, too unpredictable, too human for their precious civilized galaxy. The final vote materialized, 389 to 12. Earth and all her colonies were officially banished from Galactic Council space. Humanity had 30 standard days to withdraw beyond the Outer Veil, never to return. The transmission ended with Council Speaker Vexter's triumphant declaration that the galaxy would finally know peace. Dani turned away from the display, her expression unreadable. You know what the funny thing is? What? They think this is punishment. Jasper's lips curved into something that wasn't quite a smile. Then we should probably educate them. 28 days later, the galaxy learned what humanity had been doing with their time. The first indication came when the Zelthian trade convoy simply ... stopped. 17 massive cargo ships, carrying rare minerals and technology, hung motionless in space, their crews frantically working to restart engines that had inexplicably shut down. Then came the reports from across Council space navigation systems failing, communications jamming, entire space stations going dark. In the Council chambers on Valarax Prime, panic was setting in. This is an act of war, Ambassador Krethiner bellowed, his mandibles clicking furiously. The humans are sabotaging our infrastructure. Impossible, Vexter insisted, though his confidence wavered. They've withdrawn as ordered. Our sensors show no human ships in Council space. Then explain this. The Zelthian representative threw up a hologram showing dozens of failed systems, across multiple sectors. That's when the transmission came through. Dani's face filled every screen in the chamber, her expression calm and professional. Behind her, Jasper worked at a console, looking almost bored. Greetings, Galactic Council, Dani began. I'm Captain Dani Reeves of the Terran Defense Coalition. My colleague here is Chief Engineer Jasper Chen. We're calling to address some concerns you seem to be having. You will cease this attack immediately. Vexter demanded attack. Dani's eyebrows rose innocently. We're not attacking anyone. We're simply taking our property with us, your property. You see, Jasper said, looking up from his console. Humans have been part of galactic civilization for 73 years. During that time, we've been very generous with our innovations. The problem is, you all assumed that sharing meant giving. Dani nodded. You're faster-than-light communicators, based on quantum entanglement principles developed by human scientist Dr. Sarah Chun, Jasper's grandmother. Actually, your new generation shield matrices, adapted from designs by the Johannesburg Institute, those medical nanobots that cured the Zetherian plague. Mercy Hospital, Tokyo. The color drained from Vexter's face. But here's the thing about human technology, Jasper continued, his tone conversational. We don't do planned obsolescence. We do planned security. Every piece of tech we've integrated into your systems over the past 7 decades has a little piece of code in it. A very special piece of code, you see, Dani explained. Humans learned something important in our history. Never give away anything you can't take back. So we didn't. Every innovation, every shared discovery, every collaborative breakthrough, they all have what we call a sovereignty protocol embedded in them. Jasper tapped his console, and another wave of systems across the galaxy flickered. It's actually quite elegant. The technology only works for civilizations that recognize Earth's sovereignty and right to exist in galactic space. Since you voted to banish us, well, technically you're now unauthorized users. The council chamber erupted in chaos. Representatives shouted over each other. Accusations flew, and somewhere in the back, the Thracian delegate fainted. This is blackmail, Krethiner shrieked. No, Dani corrected, her voice cutting through the noise like a blade. This is consequence. You wanted us gone. Fine, but you don't get to keep the gifts we gave you while you showed us the door. You're crippling the entire galaxy, Vexter protested. We're taking back what's ours, Jasper said simply. Your civilizations managed just fine before humans arrived. I'm sure you'll figure it out again. Of course, it might take a few centuries to redevelop FTL communications, maybe a few millennia to crack medical nanotechnology without our help. And those void raiders that have been quiet because of our shield technology, well, good luck with that. Dani leaned forward, her expression hardening. You see, the galaxy doesn't run on your rules anymore. It hasn't for 70 years. It runs on human innovation, human engineering, human generosity. and you just voted to revoke that generosity. What do you want? Vexter's voice was barely a whisper. An apology would be nice, Jasper suggested cheerfully. Recognition that humanity has earned its place in this galaxy, Danny added. A formal reversal of the banishment vote, and perhaps a little more respect for the species that dragged your civilizations kicking and screaming into a new technological age. The silence in the council chamber was absolute. And if we refuse? Crethana asked weakly. Danny smiled, and it was not a comforting expression. Then enjoy the Dark Ages, Redux. We'll be fine. Earth has always been good at standing alone. Can you say the same? Jasper closed his console with a decisive click. You have 24 hours to decide. After that, we start removing the really important stuff, like say the atmospheric processes on your terraformed worlds, or the containment fields around your antimatter reactors. Sweet dreams. Council. The transmission ended. 18 hours later, the Galactic Council called an emergency session. The vote to reverse Earth's banishment passed unanimously. In the observation deck of the Defiant Spirit, Danny and Jasper watched the new vote tally with satisfaction. Think they learned their lesson? Jasper asked. Danny considered this. Probably not permanently. But for now, they understand the most important rule of galactic civilization. What's that? Don't mess with the humans.